If a political primary doesn't assign any delegates, does it make a sound? In Nevada, it did, and the sound wasn't good for Nikki Haley. The state has both a primary and caucuses. The caucuses assign delegates, and only Donald Trump is competing in that. Tuesday, Nikki Haley, and not Trump, was on the primary ballot. But she came in second anyway. More than 63% of voters opted for the none of these candidates option. Nevada will be a key state in November's general election, and as Ed O'Keefe shows us, the party nominees will need to convince a key electorate.
Every 4 years, candidates bet big on Nevada. But in order to hit the jackpot in November, they need to win over the state's key demographic, Latinos. And few here are eager for the likely rematch.
My gosh, just feels like deja vu happening all over again, honestly, with the same presidential candidates.
Maggie Arias-Petrel, a self-described Reagan Republican, voted for Mr. Biden 4 years ago. Now, she's not sure.
He talked about healthcare and education and even student loans for the students, right? A lot of things that I don't think he was able to deliver.
But she can't support Trump either.
He needs to put the ego aside. Right. He needs to respect women.
Nationwide, at least 3 million more Latinos are eligible to vote from 4 years ago. Idania Archuleta, a new U.S. citizen who leans Democrat, is among them.
I was excited. When I became a citizen, I was like, yes, let's do it, you know? And now it's like, what do I do?
She'd like to vote for the president, but
there's just so many things that have been promised, and we still haven't really seen them.
What hasn't Joe Biden done for you?
Let's start with immigration. He has, I see, there's so many people around me that I see them struggle. He promised in the beginning, and we didn't see that. We're still in the same situation.
Independent Stevie Castrejon voted for Trump twice and says President Biden has been too scripted.
It just seemed like he wasn't trying to actually connect with people and answer the questions that we want answered.
Do you think it would be any different if you actually had different candidates running?
Yes. This is a country where the millennials are just doing wonderful things. Why not give the opportunity to, a woman president or a young president?
And Ed O'Keefe joins me now from Las Vegas. So, Ed, help me figure this Haley loss out Tuesday in the primary. Is it the result of her lack of favorability in the state, or was this mischief-making by the Trump team and Trump voters to vote for not this candidate in order to hurt Haley?
Might be a little bit of both, John. She did not spend a cent, did not spend a day in Nevada campaigning, understanding that there would be dirty tricks played by the Trump-aligned state party. It's controlled by a big supporter of his. Much of the state favors him. So she put her name on the primary ballot because by state law, they now hold primaries in this state. But a judge ruled a few years ago that the parties can figure out how they want to nominate their president. So the Trump-aligned state party said he does better in caucuses. We're going to schedule one for tomorrow night. And he's essentially the only guy on the ballot. He's expected to win it easily, and he will get all the 26 delegates. That's why Haley and all the other candidates that were in the race back in the day didn't really come here. Because they said, this one's set for him.
Fascinating. Okay, give us a temperature check between the two candidates. Haley, coming out of New Hampshire, just to review the bidding, went aggressively after Trump on things like his age, his getting confused, his court trials and all of that. Has she kept that up? Because there's been more legal developments subsequent to the New Hampshire primary. Where are we on that narrative line?
She has kept it up, John, but she, of course, hasn't been as active on the trail, and we haven't necessarily been there as the greater political media following every moment of this, because there's that 5-week gap between New Hampshire and South Carolina coming at the end of the month. She has spent much of the last 2 weeks raising money, another $1 million plus in California today ahead of a big event that she'll do in the LA area tonight, has other fundraisers scheduled in the coming days. And in those settings, either behind closed doors or in public, yes, she continues attacking the former president, raising concerns about his ability to do the job, pointing out that he would cause chaos should he be elected again and just be the Republican candidate the rest of this year. We'll see if it's working, but she is insisting on staying in this, at least publicly. And the fact that she can raise so much money is a sign that there's runway for her, at least through Super Tuesday, if she wants it.
Ed, I'm going to go back to your White House hat for a second. The border legislation looks like it's dead. The president President Biden will get some share of the blame, even though he'll say that's all Congress's fault, as your focus group there showed. Presidents tend to get blamed no matter what happens in Congress. Biden is trying to basically turn it around and say Republicans never wanted any legislation. They just want an issue. How do you think that plays out in a key state like Nevada?
Well, he's got to keep saying it. I was struck in that conversation, John, how those three people said, we don't hear from this guy. Whether he's succeeded in getting something accomplished or not, he should be out there explaining himself better and on a more regular basis. And there's this concern that perhaps because of his age or for whatever reason, they're not seeing him, and they'd like to see more of him. And that flies in the face of the Biden strategy in 2020, which was a gamble that Americans wanted less of their president instead of more. It may be now that things have shifted, and he's got to get out there to explain himself, and in this case, at least, start blaming Republicans more.
Ed O'Keefe in Las Vegas. Thanks a bunch, Ed.